Well, hello Doomers and welcome to the 18th map of Hardfest 2. And this is post-commentary, because this map is pretty tough. It's got also pretty quick beginning here. As you see, I'm pressing use on that thing to get this mega armor. Doing a bunch of things. I also grabbed the chain gun secret right away. But yeah, this is probably the longest map yet. I'm sure there'll be longer maps, but I'm really glad to have this one out the way. So what I do is I basically try to rush as fast as I can to the final fight, because final fight is pretty scary. There's a lot of pain elementals and I mainly want to get out the way, and I barely live there, by the way. But that's like the main room beginning. So I skipped the rocket launcher fight. That one spawns a lot of Archviles and Hell Knights. And yeah, it's way easier just to not deal with it. Deal with it later. But I really like the pace of this map. Kind of feels like you're just escaping like a factory or something. Or I don't know. What is it called? Confluence of poison. Okay, maybe a poison factory. But yeah. So I don't know why, but there's always shotgunners in that alleyway specifically, so I just kill them first. And then get rid of the pinkies. And I was super shotgunning this Hell Knight before, but I think like the block map makes it hard to or something. So I just stuck to rockets. This is a pretty big fight right here. So what I do is I kill these pinkies and kill this pain elemental. And then once you cross that line, you're gonna start the fight. And I basically want to get out of this fight as quick as possible and hope the cyberdemon kills everything. In this demo, the cyberdemon just wasn't fighting. So I'm not sure what the problem with that was. But overall, this room went pretty clean. So once you press that second switch, the wall will come down. And then what I like to do is press both switches, run in here, run enough to make this door close behind you, and then just focus on these pinkies. I use plasma because like there's not enough like small corridor to super shotgun. But you gotta be a little bit careful on ammo on this map. It's not like really tight, but if you like just spam like BFG or something once you get it, like it can be quite a problem. But it's not the biggest threat. But this room right here is a big threat, I'll tell you that. So again, this red skull key. It's quite a challenge. Yeah, once you step on that like pressure plate looking thing, it'll start this fight. I walk over there to wake up the Archviles. There's gonna be a cyberdemon spawning in the big part. And from here, whoa. Just like to try to hope the cyber hits the Archviles, and when he can, plasma the cyber. And it didn't go well in this fight. Matter of fact, I believe I barely lived this fight. But yeah, this is probably one of the hardest fights of the map. Maybe the hardest if you get the final fight down better. Just because you're not given much room. You don't have a BFG, can't kill the cyber quick. How did I live that? I guess the rocket hit the wall or something. Alright, and that's a tough fight down. There's medkits near the buttons, but the floor does 10 damage for some reason, so gotta be careful. And here's what I'm talking about. The cyber, like, look at all these enemies, and the cyber just wasn't fighting. But the cyber was hurt, so definitely did some in fighting. But that's the main reason why I find skipping this room is way better, because look at this. I didn't have to kill barely any of the Hell Knights. The ones I did kill were all together. So beautiful. I kill this annoying archvile. This map really likes perched archviles. So once I'm here, I like to restock up. But since I did leave a lot of archviles and Hell Knights in the beginning room, it's good to try to save some rockets in that room so you don't have to backtrack as much. But once you press both those switches, these revs will spawn. And you can just shoot them all together, just dodge the missiles that come after you. Well, bam! Grab the red key, red skull key, don't forget that. And yeah, just came back here, grab a little bit of shmammo. Now, I never really had an issue with this area. Just know there's a pain elemental right there. I try to wake up immediately. There's an archvile behind that button, but even if you shoot a rocket, I feel like it doesn't even wake up. So you can clear everything out. You can, in this demo I shotgun the archvile, you can just press the button and then let the cyber kill the archvile. But I don't know, just felt like shotgunning it, I guess. Alright, and I try to get the cybers Mancubus in fighting. Also, there's a pain elemental. Accidentally woke him up. You can keep the pain elemental unwoken up in this fight. You just don't peek at it. And now it's just killing the cyber. So in this map, most of the enemies are mute or deaf, I guess the better word. They only wake up if you stare at them or shoot them. But if you make noise in the same room, most of the time they won't wake up. So you can use that to your advantage a lot of times. Alright, now this area I like to peek and kill the Pinky and the Chain Gunner, because you got 3 archviles to deal with and you don't want them getting in front of your rockets. And that was pretty clean. So, Mega Armor. There is a secret here if you hit a panel, but I save it towards the end because I don't really need to do it. It's also pretty important to save the mega armor and the supercharge for right now, because this is where the final fight starts. And you're going to want to have as much health and ammo for this. So I found the best way to start this room out is to run down here, rocket through these imps, and try to run right to this button before the pinkies hoard it. Go over this way, and then grab the BFG. And just try to get out. Now, I like to stick in this area for a bit, because all the other areas have archviles perched up, or cyberdemons ready to shoot you. So I like to stick here, and just make this like base. It's the safest part of the fight. And when you can wake up these Mancubus and fall back. That part's pretty deadly because of the 2 archviles perched. Also, Mastermind decided to take out because it was free. You know, Masterminds can really mess you up. And this pain elemental right here was causing a lot of lost souls. So, I was just targeting it at this point. And there is a cyber in this area, but it's got a lot of stuff to infight. So, whenever it's infighting, you can BFG it. Also, you see in that megasphere in that well area, that's the only megasphere you get. And this map is pretty tight on armor. There isn't much armor. There's a lot of health, but it's not too sparing on armor. So I was trying to save this armor as the first part of the final fight. It's the only armor you get. So I just wanted to kill this chain gunner because it's annoying. And I figured this cyber was close to death, so I just shotgunned it. And then once that like main area is cleared, I like to come back here and kill the 2 archviles. I find it's easier to kill them from this side because the other side you can get cyber sniped. Now I grab the Megasphere. And I think at this point, I just want to kill this cyber because it's pretty much just all alone. And there's a switch you want to press here, which is very important. And also this archvile, very annoying. It has a lot of coverage of the map, so as soon as you can, kill that archvile. Now, once you press both those switches in the main fight area, final fight, you'll open this area, which isn't too bad, but there is a lot of hit scan. A few cybers. So I take my time clearing this out. Especially because at this point I don't want to die. You know, I'm already 15 minutes in a demo. And that's a lot of time. It's like quarter of an hour. And just for that to go in the dumpster is pretty disheartening. Now there's a lot of pinkies here. And first cyber's right here. Now the cyber I almost died to. I think he flinched. Yeah, see, if he didn't flinch there, I would have been hurting real bad. And Cyber Junior. Not as deadly. There's a few hidden pain elementals here. Alright, and now there's two switches in this room. I pressed this one towards the entrance first. Because this fight, you're trapped in here with like 4 archviles, a bunch of hit scan, they spawn in, but you can just rush it. It's really easy to rush. You just kill these archviles, bam, press this, and then you're out of here. I was actually able to save the supercharge this time, which was really good. Really good to know I had a supercharge left over. And now this is where the map really gets scary, because there's a lot of pain elementals that spawn. I mean a lot. There's like 2 cabinets of them. And this is what I save most the BFG ammo for. And keep in mind, there's still a sniper cyber demons, so you kind of don't want to stay in the same spot for too long. Be careful of your movement. And the quicker you take care of those pain elementals, the better off you'll be. And see that rocket right there? That could have been the end of me. So I wanted the supercharge, so I tried to kill all 4 archviles. Yeah, that's the last vial. There's also the red key in here, which you need to exit the map. So at this point, I try to kill some of the sniper arachnotrons. And, I should have cleared this area a bit more before getting the red keycard area unlocked, but it didn't matter too much overall, because once you get this red keycard, you're gonna have crazy amount of squidbillies just come at you at once. So you kind of just want to only be focusing on them, but it didn't really matter that much, as almost everything was dead. This cyber is a bit scary. If you fall off here, you're in 10 damage goop, and you gotta find an elevator. It's not insta-death, thankfully. And those two cybers, you don't want to worry about them because they're about to get crushed. Alright, here. That'll open the door and also crush these cybers. So I waited for these cybers to get crushed because I didn't want to worry about them randomly shooting at me while doing the final fight. Which is definitely something that can happen. Although it's most likely not going to happen. Luckily they're slow crushers. And now it's time for the final fight. So, I didn't know that the squidbillies were deaf. So I thought right when I shot there, everything was going to wake up. But that was not the case. Although I did have one go in there, and I thought that was, that meant all of them woken up. But nope, just a random squidbilly. And what I like to do is hide along these walls, get your rockets going. Because these guys can really mess you up. They have a really quick time to kill. I mean, they're just like arachnotrons, but I think they fire in like bursts. And it's way easier to deal with them when they're stuck in that little room right there. And that's all of them. So yeah, really cool. Saved a lot of cells this time, which was really nice. I could have used them more, but you know, better safe than sorry. So now let's just go back in the beginning, kill the stuff we left behind. There's also a secret right here. Press use on that. Gives you a little bit of ammo and the punching device. Well, I'll be damned. So coming back here can be a bit scary. If you're lucky, the archviles will be right in front of them, which was not the case this time. I believe there was one kind of close though. There's also an archvile on the side you gotta remember. Now, most of the enemies are out in the rocket launcher fight, which was a bit scary just because there's two archviles out there. I wanted to grab some more rockets because I definitely did not have the ammo to kill them all. Luckily, there's a lot of ammo in this room I didn't use, especially rockets. I guess that would have been better to stand up on that ledge and just BFG, but I guess I was just a little bit nervous at this point. I didn't want to just mess up the run. And there's the last archvile right there. And now just for the beginning room, which I didn't even wake up somehow. I guess because I never shoot in here. And I was missing a single enemy. So when this happened, just turned off my music and try to listen for it. But there was one spot I figured where the enemy was at. It's because it happened to me in my practice run, where I left an enemy in the red keycard area, like a zombie gunner. There's a lot of mini spots they can hide. So I was just hearing for sounds, didn't hear anything, so I left. And it was right here. Now just to exit. And there it is, Confluence of Poison, done in 27 minutes and 40 seconds. Met by Knife World and V-Lock. Pretty cool combo there. But yeah, this was on the longer side, but was a really fun map. So, tell me the description, and thank you guys for watching.